Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie for all day. Different video, completely different kind of video. I brought you a video one time when I got in these boots. These are my Vicari boots. These are it's an American company in Texas. They are a family owned and run company. Their boots are actually handmade in Mexico and then shipped back, and that's how they're able to do some amazing things with price for different things. This company is amazing, and I brought you this because when I went to SHOT Show with Scab and Joe, Choir Boys Outdoors, and JS Blade Crafts, when we went to SHOT Show in Atlanta, I got these and I had them brand new, and I thought, even brand new, I am going to wear these walking all around Georgia and all around SHOT Show, and this is what's going to be on my feet, and I'm going to see how comfortable they are. And these things performed very, very good. But I'm going to go through a couple different brands that I personally enjoy wearing, that I personally like, and I'm going to show you a couple different options of boot and talk about a few things. So before I get into got him way over here. Before I get into the Vicaris, and we'll talk about that, I'm going to talk about the first boots, the first cowboy boot brand I ever had, and these things are super cool. So I wrote down a bunch of stuff over here. So if you see me looking to the side, it's because I made myself some notes. These are Laredos. And these are pretty basic. You can see that they've got a rider's heel. It's called a cowboy heel. You can have a cowboy heel or a stockman heel, so you can see the difference. This boot company is fantastic. I got the black ones and I got some brown ones, and these are basically my Rick Grimes boots, man. These things are, I mean, they look like Walking Dead boots right there. These things are so beautifully worn, and you can see how much they actually get worn, but they are absolutely comfortable. I'll tell you the good and the one thing that's bad, but it's going to be pretty much all good with these boots. So Laredo is an American company, started around 1974. They have everything from plain, like you can get plain leather. These have some stitching in them, but then they have the decorative stitching, which kind of decorative like this, but you can get it in the boot. They have some snake skins, but no exotics. The thing with these guys, and you can see that you can get rubber soled boots that last a little bit longer than the leather. The thing with these guys is their boots run between $100 and $200. This is the exact same model, brown to black. You can see the stitching is exactly the same. But I got these two, and I don't even remember how much they cost. They're probably like 150 a piece, somewhere in there, or 130 a piece. I don't even remember. But they are awesome. Now, another thing you're going to notice is the toes. I only wear square toe boots. Wearing a pointy toe boot, anything that crushes the front of your foot, is actually really bad for you. And I know a lot of people buy them because of style, and they like it. Some guys get the round or the clips. A clip point or clip toe is basically a square toe, only really, really skinny. I usually wear on all of mine a broad square toe, which looks like this. So this is a square toe. This is a broad square toe. A clip is a square that's just more narrow, and then you have your different shapes. But the more you squeeze your foot, the worse it is for you in the long run. So keep that in mind when you're buying shoes, or especially boots, or anything that you're going to be walking in for any kind of period of time or wearing for any period of time. You want to think about your future too. But these things have held up. I've had these for years. And they are just awesome. You can see the soles are still almost perfect, and obviously you can see they're worn, but the thing with these boots is, from day one to day now, they were crazy comfortable. The one thing I will say about the Laredo boots is this heel, for some reason, even though it's rubber, and you can see it's got a little bit of wear, it's got some wear, even though it's like a rubber, when you walk in these, it sounds like horses coming down coming down the path. They are loud. I don't know. This part isn't loud when you walk. The front of your foot doesn't make noise. But of all my boots, these heels are the only ones that you aren't sneaking up on anybody on it. If you're on a hard surface, like you walk into on a sidewalk, you go into a CVS or a mall, everybody hears you coming. That's the one thing about those. But for price point, and if you want a really super comfortable boot, if you went with Laredo's, man, between 100 200 bucks, you are getting yourself some really, really great boots that are going to last you a very long time, because I have had these a long time and they're fantastic. So the next boot I want to talk about is going to be my Ariats. Ariat. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, but it sounds a lot like that. These things are really, really nice. These have got some really nice rubber soles. Super. I don't have a pair of boots that's not comfortable. And a lot of times you get boots that will, in here, you'll get some rub. If your socks aren't as long as your boot, you'll get some rub. And I'm trying to think, I really don't have any that do that. I think the most rub I get is probably from the Vicaris. And it's just the hand stitching on the pull tab right here. This is so you can pull your boot on. But that's it. But this one is almost like a saddle shoe style, right? It's got that type leather. That type stitching. But the leather on this is really, really soft. This is so, so nice. Now, Ariat was made as a company from around 1993, so it's one of the new kids on the block, just like Vicari. But they are the first boot company to incorporate into their work boots athletic technology. So like what you're going to get, a basketball shoe, things like that, a running shoe, they have those kind of things incorporated. This leather is so soft, into their work boots. And talking about their work boots, Ariat, above pretty much any other boot company, is going to be the absolute most versatile. You can get, you're going to have like kids, men's, women. All of these are going to have men's and women. I don't know if all of them have kids, kid sizes, but Ariat does. They have tons of kid stuff. But then especially for women, they have like stylish go out with shoes. They have some really cool, like a lot of people wear those dude shoes. I have a nice pair. You can get stuff like that kind of style. You have galoshes, you have like work boots, steel toe, anything and everything you're going to find at Ariat. They even have some really, really comfortable jeans, and the pair I'm wearing is not Ariat, but I'm going to tell you about that because has something to do with all this. So the next ones we'll get into are these. So now this is an exotic print. They have two different ways to go about their exotics over at Vicari. You can get printed or you can get actual stuff. So you can get a real alligator, you can get real ostrich or real whatever from them. But their boot prices go anywhere from $200 to $1,500. When you buy a $1,500 pair of boot from these guys, though, you are getting some of the most high quality stuff you're ever going to get in a boot. These ones here are leather soled. And like I said, I walked all around Atlanta with these. Not only that, but I have put on probably, I don't know, walking from talking about like all the walking I've done in these since I got these. Man, I know we did probably over 20 miles of walking in Atlanta. That was just that one weekend, and I wear these all the time. I love these boots. I probably got almost 100 miles walked in these boots, and the leather bottoms are still good. Fantastic. These boots are as good looking as you're going to find. And these are a print, but they're 3D print, so you cannot tell that these are a print. You look at these and you're saying, holy crap, that's one crazy exotic boot. And of all my boots that I wear, these ones get the most attention just because of the crazy look. super comfortable. You can see they have the same inlay from down there, right here on these tabs. Awesome boot, awesome company, and they always have some kind of sales. So you can get some plain Jane boots for $200 that are going to be awesome from these guys. And then in like the 350 range, maybe somewhere in there, just under $400, you can start getting into stuff like this, right? And it's worth it, man. If you're a shoe guy like me, and I'm a big shoe guy, that makes it really, really worth it. Now, the other pair of boots I have here, these are my Dan Post boots. Dan Post, awesome. I'm trying to think if there was anything printed, real, exotics. So yeah, so with the Vicaris, you can get the, just like I talked about before, how you can get, these are wet because I just came inside. They have the printed stuff where like the decorative areas on the boot, like up here, they have down here. Every one of these companies does that. Every one of these companies does like a plain leather. I think every one of these companies does a snake. The only one who doesn't do an exotic is the Laredos, but these guys do everything. So Dan Post, these guys were from like the 1960s. They do cowboy boots, work boots, kids boots, women's boots, and you can get their boots anywhere ranging, and the prices I'm giving you are like average men's prices. They might be lower for women and kids, but for between $100 and $500 on cowboy boots, these guys make them. This might be my most comfortable pair of boots, maybe. And the only reason I say that over the Laredos, which are the cheapest, the Laredos are crazy comfortable. The only problem is that heel is so loud on the ground, and it might just be that style heel. I haven't tried their Stockman heels yet, but maybe I will. But these Dan Post, these are the snakes. These things are so freaking nice. When you put these on your feet, all the way through, the boot just feels like it connects with you, like it's part of you. And it is an amazing wearing boot. You can see the very wet bottoms from being out in the snow. Oh, and here's another thing. Snow. Cowboy boots aren't made for warmth. You can get some insulated ones, but you want to wear a nice sock. If you live in a cold area, get a size up if you want to wear thicker socks, for if you want to have a pair of winter boots especially. Like, you can just get a size up, wear big socks, and you're good. A lot of times people wear cowboy boots bare feet. Some cowboy boots are uncomfortable to wear bare feet. Some aren't. These ones, I can go barefoot in all day long and be fine. But these boots right here, they're beautiful. It's just another really, really good looking boot. Really tough. I haven't put the miles into these Dan Posts as I have some of the other ones, but golly, what I want to do is I want to show you guys each like boot, what it looks like on the foot with a boot cut jean. Now, the boot cut jeans I'm wearing are Cody James. My favorite jean maker for boot cut jeans is Cody James. I love them. I absolutely love them. They're super, super soft, very comfortable. And speaking about that, Cody James cowboy boots, that's some stuff that I want that I don't have yet. I don't have some Cody James here, but I mean, I'll get some. I'm always trying them on. I go to Boot Barn and find them all the time. Cody James, the only thing I find is that in this area, getting them on, you really got to squeeze them on. But once they're on, it's form-fitting to you. So with that, I might use some bumper spurs to get them off, right? And I'll show you what I use for bumper spurs. Actually, hold on. Let me show you what I use. All right, so this is what I have here. Now, I had them on some of my boots. I take them off. Sometimes I'll switch them. Sometimes I won't use them at all. They can, and I'll show you on the Laredos, they can, you see that little scar right there? That's on both sides from that. It's not really doing anything, but it can end up like giving you a little stain scar. On a boot like this, it looks better. These Laredos are so awesome. The brown ones especially, just the way they wear. But I'll show you what these are. I got blue, I got brown and black. and my black ones are more decorative, but the brown is just nice and clean. So basically, all you do is you slip this. Which one do I have over? So you slip this area down here, and it's gonna sit right around the heel and on top of the heel, so it can't go down any further. And then you can tighten it if you want. If, let's say, you have a loose fitting boot, you can tighten this. It'll tighten this area right here down on your foot and lock it on. But the best part about bumper spurs, I mean, if you're riding a horse and you want a spur, you don't want anything sharp anyway, so this would be I'd say the best idea if you're using them for horseback. If you're just using them to have it on there, this is what I use it for. I put my foot on here and then I pull my boot off. So if my boot is on, and of course I probably should have all these boots that I have come on and off no problem anyway. But hold on, let me put this back on and actually latch it. All right, so you can see these boots. You can hear the heels are loud on these, but you can see where that is. I just put my toe there and I can pull my foot completely out of the boot. That's the joy about a bumper spur, right? Is they're just so easy to get the boots off. So a lot of people that have that issue where they have to have somebody pull their boots off for them, you don't have that issue with these. So let me show you real quick. And I know you just saw that, but so these are really, maybe these are my most comfortable boots. These things are just so nice, but they look great for casual wear. They're good, and you can see the Cody James jeans. I mean, they're really, really soft material. Very, very nice. So if you're gonna get a nice pair of boots, get a nice pair of jeans. But most definitely, you can see how these boots look and wear. The black ones are the same thing, and I'll show you what I use for spurs on these, even though I don't have them on it. My boot spurs for these look like that. So they're the Gunslingers. These ones are a little bit more elaborate with the big silver buckle, and they would sit on there, you know, like that. Just a nice looking bumper spur, but again, just for that. So now you'll be able to get a good look at the Laredos in black. It looks really nice. Some people that like to wear dress shoes but don't like to wear dress shoes, this is good. If you live in an area where you might come across things that bite, you're going to be really well off with something like this because it's extremely protective. So now I will show you the Ariat. I don't even know how to say it. I know how to wear them. I don't know how to say it. So these, again, around the pant, are super. These are, man, it's hard to say. Maybe these are the most comfortable. These are kind of like the flattest, so I'm not up on the heel as much. And I have to say that this is a really nice. This might be the most comfortable. I'd say without socks probably. But this is a really comfortable boot. You can see how good it looks falling around the pants. And if you're a guy, don't be a tool and wear your jeans inside your boot. Don't do that. It looks stupid. All right, so that is those. Now I will show you. How did I lose a pair of boots? I will show you the Vacaris and how good they look. With the jeans covered. So when I'm walking around, this is what people see. That is so attractive in a boot, man. That looks really good. God, that's a nice feel. These ones are every boot I have I got because obviously I tested them and I wanted to find the most comfortable, obviously, and that's what I did. I believe I put in I did. I put in some insoles in these ones. So I actually do have a different insole because they say these run a little big. Yeah, no, I have some really nice, like Caterpillar or whatever they are, or something, insoles in these, and they feel great. I think it's the only boot that I have that I actually put an insole in. Everything else is just straight up stock as it is, except no, I did. I put in some little some ostrich liners in one of them. That's what it was, in the Ariats. I put in ostrich. I got these. I wear like a 13 to 13 and a half usually. These I got in a 14, and I put in the little ostrich, and it just feels nice. But now I'm going to show you my Dan Posts. These, I don't know if these are my favorite or not, but they could be. The Dan Post. I mean, I had these on all day today. I was everywhere today. This boot carried me. This boot carried me. This is a really good looking boot. And you can see the broad square toe. It doesn't come to a point. It's not all goofy round. It's really nice, but I have so much room in there on the end of my feet, so I can wiggle my toes, I can move my toes. It's just super, super comfortable. But just a fantastic looking boot. Let's bring you all up here. So that's it, man. As far as the boots I wear, and the only reason I do videos like these is generally because I get a question, and once somebody asks me a question, I'm like, now I gotta make a whole video on it. But which I don't mind because I love my boots. But yeah, these are just awesome. Every one of the pairs I have been great to me, great for me. I did a good job, I think, picking out my boots, and the next pair I want is a Cody James pair. Just love the quality of Cody James stuff. The thing with all of these though is none of them are bad quality. I mean, even the Laredos that are, I guess you'd consider entry level as far as price, they're not entry level as far as comfort. They're just awesome. They're just awesome. I mean, for my oldest pair of boots, to be still just rocking and still comfortable and just still something I can be out in all day long. It just says a lot about what you're getting for that kind of money. So definitely check them out. What I'll do is I'll put links to each company down there so you can see all of them, because I know if you went to like bootbarn.com, you get a whole mess load of different kinds, but the problem is you don't get every one of their boots that they sell because they only sell what they sell from their stuff. But I got sap on that one, doing a knife video the other day. But just awesome. I don't know. So that's it, man. If you're into cowboy boots, these are some really good companies to go through. You have Laredo, Vicari, Dan Post, Ariat, all great. So I'm gonna cut this one out. I am Donnie B all day. Till next video.